Welcome back to SwitchCorner. Today something a little bit different, my physical Switch pickups and then a few other pieces that were sent my way probably over the last month or so, including my Black Friday pickups. I'm going to be giving you an idea of what comes with the game and then my usual, let's say, mini breakdown kind of review. So do let me know in the comments if this is the sort of video you like and if you'd like to see more of this. Without that luck, hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we all do here, join our growing family. And let's get started. So I have some new games, I have some old ones, but first the big thing I'm working on putting together a bit more of a vibe in this tiny room of mine. And of course, the best thing I could think of, that was more neon. So thanks to the folks over at Yellow Pop who just absolutely crushed the design with this thing. So thanks to them, it is insane. You can expect to see this in the back of more videos very, very soon. Alright, with that, let's talk our games. So first up, I grabbed Five Bastards. This was from Humble Games. It's a roguelike first-person shooter where you're a prisoner on a criminal transport ship and you find this ship has broken down. Now you must figure out how you can get to safety. The catch, you are of course expendable. I mean, you are a criminal after all. So a lot of these prisoners are gonna die. When you do die, you'll not only head back to the beginning to try again, but you're gonna be given a completely new character and they have all sorts of different attributes, from their height to some more than unusual personal traits. Think one dude who screams every time you pick up loot, it alerts your enemies. I pretty much purposely killed him very, very quickly. Nothing exciting going on with the physical release here, but I do love the artwork and it does include the Bang Tidy DLC. Grabbed this one quick because I can't imagine it had the biggest of print runs, and I paid like 30 bucks and I was absolutely okay with that. Okay, so Dead by Daylight now, and I grabbed this around the Halloween time. I'd been watching a ton of this one over on Twitch, played it with a few friends, so I decided let's get a copy to take on the go. This is one ugly game on the Switch. I know they have some patches on the way, but yeah, Switch players, you are for sure at a disadvantage in this one. Performance just isn't there. It's a good game that's a disappointing port, and unless the Switch is your only option, I wouldn't suggest coming here. It's playable, just considerably better options out there. Also, the 30 bucks I paid, looking at it now, a little steep as it includes 0 DLC, and they could have at least thrown, just something in here with the game. There's so much extra content out there, don't think it would have hurt. They just released an Asia exclusive as well. It does pack in the Silent Hill DLC, but I'll be for sure skipping that one. There's no way I'm double dipping on the Switch build. The indie gem now, Untitled Goose game. It's coming from I Am 8-Bit, and this was a birthday present from the missus. Took absolutely forever to arrive. It was a pre-order release, so we knew that, but it was definitely worth the wait. At 40 bucks, it is quite a bit more expensive than the digital version, but I really love what I Am 8-Bit do. Here you're getting the game, the artwork, it's reversible, there's a 24-page catalogue, a map and a sticker. This is a game I loved and I just wanted it for the collection to show my support. If you are yet to play it as well, amazing stuff. You're basically a naughty goose terrorizing a town with some stealth elements built in, but they also did throw out a free patch recently that introduces co-op mode, and yeah, it elevates it to near unbeatable status at that point. So Nexomon Exctinction, this was a game that caught me off guard. Thought it would be average at best and I loved my time with it. While I did of course get a digital copy to review for the channel, if something really catches my attention, I do like to take that step, show my support to the devs, the publishers, by picking it up. Nexomon though, it's basically Pokemon for those of us that prefer, the old school formula. It had a few issues at launch, a steep difficulty opening the game, but it was patched and all is good now with a bit more balance. Then the story is surprisingly adult with a solid dark sense of humour. At 30 bucks, I think it's fair for the amount of content here, and it was actually a little difficult to come by at release. It seems though it is kind of coming back into circulation now though, if you do want a copy. Won't be opening this one myself, nothing in here to find unfortunately other than the cards. So this one's definitely rare. This one is remaining sealed as well, but Buried Stars. It's another one I've reviewed on the channel, blew me away. Takes a lot for a visual novel to grab my attention. This one absolutely just delivered. picked it up to show support, and it's quickly actually turning into gold dust at this point. You can grab some copies on eBay for around $100, so near like double retail, but the rest, they're going as high as like 200, which is just insane. I managed to get a copy with no idea that would happen, but yeah, this one sold out quick. Great game though, well worth a look even with the high digital price tag. You take control here of a character in a talent competition in like a TV show, but when the stage and the building collapses, you must now escape. It also though seems there may be something sinister happening in the background. This one has a lot going on. It's kind of similar in a sense to think like AI and Phoenix Wright. There's a lot of options and scenes to investigate, but of course also expect a whole lot of talking. This for me has all the makings of a cult classic. I paid $60 for this on eBay. It's import only before kind of people went a little crazy over it. Talking about limited then, Disaster Report 4 Summer Memories. This was a disaster of a game. I gave it a below average score in a full review I have here on the channel, but it's not still without its charm, and I love what NIS America do, so I wanted to pick up a copy. Here basically an earthquake occurs and now you must find your way out of the city. It was overpriced on the eShop. Physical, same thing, it's like a near AAA price point, but yeah, still wanted to add it to the collection, and it seems it was a good thing I grabbed it when I did, because now it's kind of floating around that $80 mark or so over on eBay. That often tends to be the case with NIS America games, as they seem to do relatively like limited print runs. Love the artwork with this one as well. It's all very reserved. Just don't expect the game to look anywhere near as good as this. Think more like PS2, early PS3 with a seriously compromised frame rate. I grabbed this one for $50 and it comes back into stock, I'd say every so often. I tend to see it like maybe once a month. While we're on the limited again, Dandara Trails of Fear Edition. This one comes from the good folks over at Super Rare Games. Based in the UK, the games are like 25 quid, so about $35. But yeah, if you haven't played this incredible Metroidvania, you're basically bouncing all over the shop defying gravity, it's well worth it. It may sound gimmicky, really not. If you don't care about physical though, I will say this goes on sale digitally pretty frequently for next to like nothing. I just like what Super Rare do, and this is the usual quality. We're getting a theme sticker, free trading cards, interior artwork, and a full colour manual, which I always miss with modern releases. The story then of saving a world from the brink of collapse and the spirit of these citizens, it is a really good ride. I just want to point out as well, because I just realised I'm wearing the t-shirt as well, this was not free, they did not send this to me, I paid with my own cash. Okay, so a recent one now. This is Robotics Notes Elite Dash Double Pack. Learn about this one maybe just a couple of days before release. It's a visual novel, but I picked it up because it's linked to the incredible Steins Gate Elite. These were released originally, from what I know, on the Vita in the East, and they finally now made their way west. Love this packaging though. It's a big box release which includes both games on one cart, along then with a 4-pin badge set that comes in its own like fancy presentation box. Still haven't played it, so I can't really comment on it. I need to get around to it, but I just like the price. $60 on Amazon, and that was way cheaper than what I saw at the time on the eShop. The full retail for them on the eShop, it was both like $35, which kind of a weird prospect, honestly, paying more for a digital release rather than physical, so I'd suggest you go this direction. Alright, so before we get to my Black Friday pickups, this isn't a game as such, but a box of goodies from the kind folks over at Frontier Games. It's showing off their most recent release of Jurassic World Evolution. It's this big old box here. Sadly, the game didn't get a physical release, and it absolutely needs it. I reviewed it here on the channel, but here I got this big box with stunning inner artwork, and then they've gone ahead and partnered with HyperX. They included the HyperX Cloud earbuds, the HyperX Charge Play Clutch, which, yeah, it's a charging case and a good one at that, but by far the best bit, a Raptor Claw bottle opener. It's an item I never knew I needed in my life until I saw it. Big thank you though, like, to the folks over at Frontier Games for sending this. I grew up on Frontier Games, so it was pretty special to see this arrive in the mail. Check out then as well, of course, Jurassic World Evolution review if you haven't already over on the channel, and you can also check out Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 from them as well. Alright, my Black Friday pickups, and I kept it pretty chill this year. I actually only grabbed 3 games. I'll no doubt break and order a few more online, but so far at least I've grabbed Catherine Full Body. This is a series I absolutely love. Sega were kind enough to send me a review copy, but as I do own the PS3 build, Vita and PS4 editions, this had to be done, especially with Best Buy knocking it down to an amazing $20. absolute steal for a game that for me is one of my probably favourites of like the last 15 years. It's a puzzle game mixed with some heavy story elements. Reviewed it over on the channel for those that want a few more details. Everything about this game though just screams cult classic. Love the artwork on the box here, and it's going to look great sitting with the rest. My final games then, I grabbed 2 of the 2K releases, the Bioshock Collection and XCOM 2. Bioshock, it was 20 from GameStop. XCOM was also 20, but from Best Buy. These are ones I do own digitally. I'm questioning whether it was worth the add to the library, honestly, because there's barely anything on these cartridges. That said though, at the price, I couldn't say no, especially XCOM. I'm a big fan of the series. It was fantastic to see this port, and in fact it was great to see both ports coming to the Switch. Who is really going to knock $20 to? That's well worth it for these collections. And that's my pickups. Have you added anything to your physical collection recently? Especially with it, of course, being Black Friday and Cyber Monday at time of recording. With that then, like a shout out to the patrons of the channel who are just going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. Helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we all do here. Join our growing family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.